Hey, what's up? It's Wayne here, back with a new and improved look. Before I even go further, make sure you like and subscribe, especially if you're new, and also hit the notification bell. Hopefully you like the new setup. This is how I've decided to change my studio around. Before it was the do-rags on the wall, but I changed it because I needed change. After sitting in here for 4 months during the pandemic, I had to figure out how to change my room around, make it into a studio vibes. I really like this vibe. Like, hopefully you guys like the vibe. This is the new vibe, so it can help me think better and help me focus better, especially for school, as well as when I do projects such as editing videos or editing photos, or coming up with new ideas just for you guys or for a project later on. If you haven't already, make sure you go check out my latest short film, The Confound. It should be up here or in the description. It's a pretty cool concept that I came up with. Just like the character that I played was going crazy inside his room. I guess you can say that I kind of was going crazy. Not even crazy, but I couldn't think the way that I wanted to think. So again, here I am with a new setup. Finally got some film developed during this pandemic, even though, everything is closed. I finally found a film developer that could take my rolls of film and develop them. There's a few that I took that I felt are pretty cool. While I'm on the subject of film, my film making and photography journey, I want to thank everybody who has watched my videos and has showed, interest in the change that I've been making. It is a hard journey to, go from wave and do-rag tutorials. And don't get me wrong, I still do the do-rag thing, as well as the waves. I do still have waves. It was time for a change. Like I said earlier, it was time for, especially in my room, I made into a studio vibe. It was time for change as well. I'm starting to get to the age where I have to come up with what I want to do for the rest of my life. And film and photography is something that I really have a passion for. And, it takes time to actually get into the swing of things, especially if you're starting out new and people don't know what you're doing. So now with what I try to do now, try to let people know that I may still have the do-rags and I still may do my wave videos, but I'm also starting a new path in film and photography. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out my Instagram, my production Instagram. If you haven't saw in the beginning, W&R Productions, which is my production with Nowhere to Run. It's a production that I've come up with. I think I've discussed it in my last video. If not, here it is now. With Nowhere to Run is a production made by me. Filmmaking, photography, whatever else I can do with it, I will. But like I said, you know, the journey from transitioning from that to this is, you know, tough, because, you know, many of you are not familiar with what I'm doing, and I understand that. And it took me a while to understand that many of you are subscribers from when I would do wave and do-rag tutorials, but now it's to the point where I'm transitioning to new journeys and maturing into an adult, and, you know, finding things that I have a passion for instead of just doing things that are easy to do. So, you know, it's different, but I'm enjoying it, and hopefully you will enjoy the content that I put out later on and in the near future. And if you haven't, make sure you check out my Instagram, my production Instagram. It's WNR Productions. That will be down in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. Again, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell notification. And I will be back with a video soon. Peace.